WhatsApp gets blocked, then unblocked in Brazil. Google favors HTTPS. And Elon Musk says some guy cannot make a self-driving car in his basement. Tech News Tonight is next.
This is Twit.
This is Tech News Tonight, episode 489 for Thursday, December 17th, 2015. This episode is brought to you by BowlAndBranch.com, the most comfortable sheets on the planet. If you order right now, they'll give you 20% off your entire order, plus free shipping. Just go to BowlAndBranch.com and use the offer code TN2. Welcome, I am Megan Maroney. Let's get to the tech news. Late last night in Brazil, they blocked the Facebook-owned messaging app WhatsApp for 48 hours for failing to properly respond to a criminal case. The courts were trying to get information from WhatsApp about a drug trafficking case. Now, 100 million people in Brazil use WhatsApp, according to a post on Facebook by Mark Zuckerberg. That's 93% of the country's internet users. Early this morning, Reuters reported that a Brazilian judge lifted the ban, overturning a lower court. The appeals court said it was not reasonable to suspend a service used by so many people simply because the company had failed to provide information to the courts, especially in light of the fact that, from what I understand, WhatsApp encryption makes it impossible for the company to retrieve that message information. WhatsApp creators said that this is a victory for the Brazilian people. Their voices were heard loud and clear by people who represent them. Meanwhile, WhatsApp competitor Telegram was downloaded over 1 million times. Microsoft HoloLens now has a new showcase for developers working on apps for its mixed reality headset. We still have no word on when a consumer version of HoloLens will be available, but next year Microsoft will start selling a $3,000 developer version, and they have created a playground for developers to find out how it works. The HoloLens Experience Showcase will be located at New York's flagship Windows store. Reporters who've been able to experience HoloLens in the new showcase, spoiler alert, they think it's awesome. Google believes browsing the web should be a private experience between the user and the website. And of course, Google, who saves that information unless you specifically turn it off in web and app activity in your Google settings. In light of their commitment to keeping everyone else but them from eavesdropping on you, today Google said that its search engine will index HTTPS pages by default. In an effort to highlight secure websites, if a page has an HTTP and an HTTPS version, the HTTPS version will be bumped up in search results. Now, some news sites are saying that Google is now favoring sites that use HTTPS, but that's not exactly accurate. If a site doesn't have an HTTPS version, it will not be affected by this change. Coming up, Apple gets a new COO, and no, you didn't accidentally turn up your podcast listening speed. I am talking fast because I have a force to awaken. But first, this episode is brought to you by BowlAndBranch.com, the most comfortable sheets on the planet. There is one important thing that you can do to help ensure you have a good day. Sleep well the night before. One company has set out to make this possible. It's Bowl and Branch. They have reinvented bedding with the sole purpose of making your nights more comfortable than ever. Their bedding is so soft, it will introduce a new standard of comfort that you will measure everything else by. You can't get their products anywhere other than BowlAndBranch.com, so you know you're paying for quality sheets and not department store overhead. For only a couple $100, you can treat yourself to the same luxurious and incredibly comfortable bedding that U.S. presidents and countless celebrities swear by. Bowl and Branch is also the first bedding brand to receive Fair Trade certification, so you never have to worry about how or where they were made. Plus, they donate a portion of every sale to charity. Give the gift of great sleep this holiday season. Visit BowlAndBranch.com and enter your offer code TN2 for 20% off your entire order, including sheets, towels, blankets, duvet covers, and more. Plus, free shipping. All of their products come beautifully packaged in their signature boxes, and they will even let you try their sheets risk-free for 30 nights. Go to BowlAndBranch.com and use the offer code TN2 at checkout for 20% off your entire order. And we thank Bowl and Branch for their support. A few promotions at Apple today. Jeff Williams has been promoted to the COO spot at the company. That was Tim Cook's old job that hasn't been filled since he became CEO after Steve Jobs' death. Jeff Williams has led development of the Apple Watch, among other products. And Phil Schiller, Senior Vice President of Worldwide Marketing, will now also be responsible for developer-related tools and the App Store. Johnny Sarugi was promoted from VP to Senior VP of Hardware Technologies, which means there are now 2 engineering managers on the Apple executive board, reinforcing the importance of hardware to the company. And finally, Tor Myron will replace the retiring Hiroki Asai as VP of Marketing Communications at Apple. Yesterday on Tech News Today, I talked about George Hotz, the former iPhone and PlayStation 3 hacker who had created a self-driving car in his garage. Hotz told Bloomberg's Ashley Vance that he plans to film a video of his hacked Acura outperforming a Tesla going across the Golden Gate Bridge. He also criticized Mobileye, the driver assist technology that Tesla and others use. Today, Tesla offered a defense of both Mobileye and their own in-house autopilot system. They also stress the importance of accuracy when it comes to autonomous vehicles. In other words, don't trust a robot car that some guy made in his garage, even if that guy was the first guy to hack the iPhone. And in other self-driving car news, yesterday, California's Department of Motor Vehicles offered a draft proposal on autonomous vehicle rules. Today, Google's director of its autonomous car division took to Medium to criticize the DMV's rules that would require a self-driving car to have a licensed driver at all times inside. Urmson said that this kind of backward thinking maintains the status quo and prevents the technology from reaching its full potential. It also excludes those who need to get around but cannot drive. So here at the Twit Studios, we are all heading out to get in line for the 7:30 showing of Star Wars: The Force Awakens. We all had to see it together to avoid water cooler spoilers. I'm sure you can understand if you work in an office or if you're around people and you love Star Wars as much as we do. Now, I cannot say for sure if any of us will be live blogging our own Petaluma line, but personally, I have been following the 2 Wired reporters who are live blogging their wait for Star Wars in San Francisco. It features guys watching old Star Wars movies on MacBooks, some Yahtzees, some people that look like they're waiting in lines, and beheaded BB-8s. We will put the link in the show notes for you. And that is it for this edition of Tech News Tonight. Tomorrow is our last show. So make sure that you're subscribed to Tech News Today so you can continue to get your tech news every weekday. And if you love watching live at 4 p.m. Pacific, you are in luck. The brand new Tech News Today with Jason Howell and myself will be at 4 p.m. Pacific. And thank you to Steve N., who wrote to complain about our epic flops of 2015 show. Steve said it was not up to our standards. Wah, wah. Specifically, Steve took issue with what we meant by a flop. And he said the real big flops are perhaps less obvious, like how bad has Microsoft fouled up its Windows 10 rollout, particularly on phones where they have a chance to become a runaway hit, or maybe had a chance to become a runaway hit, or how it has taken Google 5 years to still not have a competent tablet version of Android, or why does anyone really care at all about getting notifications on their wrist, or iTunes. Those are all epic fails. Thank you, Steve. I absolutely love honest feedback like this. It shows you're watching and you care, and I'm not just shouting into the void. So thank you. If you have comments or ideas for the new show, you can catch me on Twitter at Megan Maroney or email me at megan@twit.tv. Also, make sure to post to the Tech News Today subreddit. We will plan on checking there every day to get an idea of what people want to hear about. So if you have time, go there, post stories, vote up or down stories, depending on what you think we should cover. And of course, don't miss our other news program, Tech News Today, every weekday at 10 a.m. Pacific. For now, but after the new year, we will be live at 4 p.m. Pacific. I am Megan Maroney, and thank you for watching, and thank you to Kylo Ren for being the technical director of this show.
Bandwidth for Tech News Tonight is brought to you by CashFly.com.